Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy III within the Final Fantasy Marathon. And in this episode, I will be taking Prince Alus back to the Saronian castle in order to speak with the king about why he has started a civil war. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the stats are as followed. We've got level 25. No, I haven't even bothered level grinding from before, because I'm an absolute bad man. Prince Alus, stand aside and let me through. I can't, sire. You've been branded an exile by the king. What? The king wants to let him through? Oh god. My apologies, sire. You may go through now. Please rest here for the night. Your audience with the king is scheduled for tomorrow. Good night. So this fight could take a few attempts. I've got a plan though. Are you asleep? No, not yet. You can change to 4 dragoons, which makes the fight easier, but I'm not going to do that. I can't help but wonder, what has happened to my father? Why would he expel his own son? Do you think he doesn't love me anymore? Sire. No parent would ever lose their love for their children. Your father must have had a good reason for doing this. Don't worry, I'm sure the king will explain everything come tomorrow. I guess you're right. Oh shit. Alice, it is time for you to die. Father, what are you doing? Yes, what are you doing? Why did you stop? Kill him now. Chink. Father, father. Dare, I am free of your bonds. How? How did you break my spell? I would rather die than hurt my son. Your plans are foiled. Oh, bother. Well, have it your way. I'll just skip to the part where I kill you all. Prince Alus, stand back. We'll take care of this. So, yeah, instead of doing the 4 dragoon tactic, I'm going to take this bitch on with my regular classes. So, Cura, Blizzaga, and Soul Eater. Now, the move to look out for is Lightning. Because Lightning is an absolute bastard of a move. And it's going to end up getting very annoying to deal with. But Garuda has, I think, 9.5 thousand health. I just dealt about 2,400. Theoretically, could be over in a few turns, but not really. Dun, 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 dun. It's very heavily RNG based. Like, that is bad RNG. Because Arc healed before. And usually what appears to happen is if Garuda goes first, he does 2 normal attacks. And then I can Cura. But yet when... oh, maybe not. When Arc doesn't cure first... oh no, when Arc does cure first when everybody's already healed up, that's when he magically uses Lightning, but... God knows. So I don't actually think Lunith can defend from the them to a dead. I don't think Lunith can defend from the back row, so I'll keep him at the front because he's gonna die to a lightning anyway. I do not care who survives this fight. Just don't use lightning, please. You dickhead. You didn't have the critical hit. There we go, nice. Good RNG for that, Kiora. One go. Holy shit. Well, there we go. He didn't spam lightning, so... Bum 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 bum. To be fair, I'm actually glad that's happened because I really didn't have the time for too many attempts. So there we go. Father. Alus, my son, Gigameth had put a spell on me. I was afraid you would never forgive me for what I had done to you, but you came back. That is what gave me enough strength to break Gigameth's bonds. Alus, the kingdom is yours now. Stop the war and bring peace back to its people. I'm counting on you, son. Father, don't go. I love you, Alus. Do do do. And he is gone. You have my thanks. If it were not for you, I would have hated my father forever. No, sire, you would never stop loving your father. Thank you, Ark. I will take my father's place on the throne and undo what he was made to do against his will. That was his wish. See, I don't know if those little item usages by Lunith made any difference, but I would have also cured with him instead to get like 100 health. But the cure tactic seemed to work, so... You have my eternal thanks. You have saved Saronia and my father from Gigameth. All hail King Alus. You'll make a good king, I'm sure of it. I just love the randomness of Ark being like Alus's best buddy. Oh, he didn't let me through the gap before, but there we go. So this is quite a big treasury down here. Medusa arrow, rusty nail, ice rod, dragon hammer, main gorsh, tome of fire, scholar hat, rubbish, golem staff, very nice, tome of ice, boomerang, Celine bow, and tome of light. Okay, that'll do. Do 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 do. Yep, no weapons. Better. So yeah, Garuda's lightning has been a very, very big problem for me in the past. But not today. Viking helm. Rusty nail again. Earthen bell. Dragon helm. Viking nail. And Gaia vest. One of these two might be able to equip that. Maybe not. I think that's just geomancy equipment. Ding dang do. Let's go. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Here we go. I must not let my father down. Not only must I bring peace to Saronia, but the whole world as well. There is much work to do, and there will be time to mourn later. Please, feel free to take anything in Saronia that may help you on your journey. That is the least we can do. Poggers. Beneath the sea, under the waves that mourn, is the temple sundered by the god Scorn, south of Saronia, between the two horns. That's actually useful info for one of the dungeons later. With a timber reaching the world of dream, Noah's loot lies in a silence extreme in the temple of time, as it would seem. Gigameth's power is darkness itself. Darkness corrupts people's hearts. When you lose hope, darkness comes in to fill the void. There is a secret passage to the treasure room on the first floor of this tower. Yep, I know. King Alus never shows his pain. He lost his mother when he was young and now his father. Because he's strong boy. Look at that, the whole place is filled up. I am the master cannoneer of this castle. I even shot down an airship during the civil war we had earlier. Yeah, cheers for that one, you twat. We are the Saronian engineers, the greatest minds in all the world. We've been expecting you. We've unearthed and restored a flying ship from ancient ruins. It's called the Nautilus, and it's yours to take. Let's go, guys. So the Nautilus is Speedy Boy. Huh, what? Hey, wait for me. We moored the ship outside the castle. Remember, it's called the Nautilus. It's a fine ship. Its engine should be powerful enough to take you through the wind that protects the Dalg continent. You are now the proud owner of the Nautilus. Yes. Poggers. And then we've got the mage school over here. The only ones who were capable of creating an earthquake of that magnitude are the 3 wizards of the Dalg continent. The Nautilus's engine should be powerful enough to get you past the wind that guards Dalg, through the arrow-shaped promontory. Warriors of the Light, you must now head to the Dalg continent. The Dalg continent? That name sounds familiar. Yeah, because it has been mentioned before. Before he died, the great Magus Noah gave fragments of his own power to his 3 apprentices, Xande, Doga and Une. And well, their influence within the game is extremely important. as you will discover. Why must you make me suffer? There was nothing there, let's go. This is the edge of the Saronian catacombs. The passage ahead is closed. I hear it used to lead to an underground tunnel in the old days. Phoenix down, and Phoenix down. You can see a bit over there, but that is the Saronian catacombs over there. Well, the very end of it. That's one of the bonus dungeons. Well, and it's also meant to act as a hint as to where the bonus dungeons are. And there's quite a few of them. There's 3 that give you a summon. There's 1 within a town, and then there's the sunken cave, which I'll probably end up going to tomorrow. There's 5 bonus dungeons altogether, or are there more? And I'm forgetting one. Nope, that's it. Thank you for saving Saronia, Warriors of the Light. Even though it was the King's will, we have created unnecessary bloodshed. May the heavens forgive us. Whoosh. You can land on land as well. Can let the Nautilus. Oh, here we go. All shops are open. Poggers. Actually, we don't really care about level 4 magic. Man, don't care about all that. Saronia will prevail. Long live King Alus. Yes, long live that wonderful king. May the light guide you. Cheers. Much appreciated. Legend says that there was a great knight in Saronia who was so powerful he was feared by everyone in the world. Equals. Right, here we go. She's got Blizzara. She's got Blizzara, so we can have Thumbra. So yeah, rods are really good. I'll be using rods in Final Fantasy V a lot at the start. Because I've discovered something about 5 thinking about it. And I think rods will be useful. This, of course, is the Dragoon weapon shop. But man, don't care about all that. Now, give me some good magic. Should get level 5 magic here. I need to sell. There we go. That's the main thing I was looking for. I just can't have Kuraga not in the first slot there. Anyway, I'm literally on the first level for these two. For level 5 magic. There we go. Right, so with that, they've now got level 5 magic. I'll be getting level 6 magic really shortly. When I go to the Continent of Derg. Well, level 5, 6 and 7 magic you can get pretty close together. But it's when you get to level 8 magic, which is basically hidden. But it's meant to be. Here we go. Still can't go in there. Whoosh. Richie, I went through Dragon's Fire in the end, but simply for completion's sake. You know, I don't think there is anything in Southeastern. I can check again now. There we go. Yep, there's nothing. So yeah, Alus is the last one of the FF3 denizens that you can send mail to. Let's go. I'm not actually sure if there's much in here. Soon new. Oh, that's the fat chocobo guy. One of the great Magus' apprentices, Doga, is believed to live in the continent west of Amur and south of Dusto. That's the Dalg continent, mate. I don't think there's much here. I just need to go to the 2 armor shops. Already got them, so there you go. I think that's the revivification pool. I love saying the word revivification. Revivification. Or if it was Final Fantasy 9, revivification. So funny. Oh no, the armor shop's on the other side. Oh no, it's a magic shop, ignore me. Isn't this summon magic? No, it's not summon. Actually, I might have to get blind now. Is there not another armor shop? I thought I remember seeing 2 armor shops in Saronia. There must only be 1. Yeah, I can go in the Great Library now. Poggers. Book of Owen 3. Everything is ready. I will now leave Saronia and depart for the experiment site. I'll take my son Desh, already an accomplished scientist himself, with me. Oh, there we go. After many long years, it is finally complete. The device will enable us to lift and control objects of immense size and mass. So the Book of Owen is how the Tower of Owen made the floating continent float. If my calculations are correct, it could even control the very planet that we live on. Light and darkness are kept in balance by the crystals of wind, fire, water and earth. What of the earth crystal though? The 4 giant statues will burn anyone who dares pass between them. The 4 fangs that we possess are the only things that grant us safe passage. Of course, I've got a few of those things. The mountains west of Saronia hold the secret to the way of the Dark Blade. So that's a hint about the secret town of Falgabard, which is the Dark Knight village, so it'll be useful for Ingus. Our editors picked the top 3 most sensational, spectacular airships of the year. First, the diving Nautilus. Second, the colossal Invincible. And third, the indomitable Enterprise. The Enterprise is gone. We've got the Nautilus, but we've also got the Invincible, which in my opinion is the best airship. The governing principle behind the Wheel of Time is based on the temporal balance of antimatter. Yep. Oh, okay, hang on, we'll read that in a bit, because we did 1 and 2. Have we abused the power of the light? The light is everywhere, overflowing. There is no way for us to stop it, and the inevitable outcome, doom. The 4 warriors who came from the world of darkness have stopped the rampaging light. Who are they? How did they come to possess their power? The only thing we know is that their bravery saved the world from destruction. So I find it kind of cool. They kind of do start something where, you know, it's not just darkness that can overflow like what's happening now. Light can also overflow, but the warriors of darkness 1,000 years ago destroyed the ebb of light, but now we've got to destroy the ebb of darkness. My current project is cryostasis, freezing objects for long-term conservation. Poetically put, an object in cryostasis could be said to be free from the flow of time. In theory, this should also be applicable to living beings. But of course, cryogenetic and cryostatic theory, I believe, is currently undergoing. Of course, you've got Fallout, where you're cryogenetically frozen, and you wake up like 170 years later. Yada yada, but anyway, there's nowhere else to go for now. Whoosh. So let's go to the Continent of Derg. I'll do this dungeon, which is pretty short, and then go from there. Harpies. Bonk. Bonk. Oof. Oof. His job level went up for no reason, but I don't care, I'll tell you that. Compared to the original, it takes such a short amount of time to get through, and I love it. But here we go. Who dares trespass inside the great wizard Doga's manor? Seize them! Kupo pose. This is actually the first ever cutscene with Moogles, because that other one that explains the jobs is not in the original FF3. This is the original scene, the first ever time a Moogle is seen. Here he goes. I know you, don't I? Ah, the warriors of the light. Good of you to come. I have something to tell you. The one who is summoning the darkness into this world is none other than Xande. Xande, Uni, and I were apprentices of the great Magus Noah. When Noah died, he bestowed upon us gifts, the power of magic to me, the world of dream to Uni, and to Xande, Noah granted him mortality. Of course, Xande was not pleased. He covered this world in darkness and stopped the flow of time. Xande's plan was to stay his eventual demise by halting time itself, but then you appeared and restored time to its rightful rhythm. However, Xande seems intent on stopping time again. Come, you must help me stop Xande. So he did summon the Cloud of Darkness once to cover the world, and he's going to do it again. Come, you must escort me to the Cave of the Circle. In my room is a secret passage that leads to the cave. The candle on the wall is the switch that opens the hidden door. So, no one has any idea why Xande was only given mortality, but he must have done something wrong for him to have kind of basically had a punishment. But hey. With Master Xande left, he said he was angry because the great Magus Noah only gave him mortality, Kupo. Master Doga said that the floating continent was created by the destructive waves of darkness that Master Xande called forth, Kupo. So, the only thing that isn't explained in the game is how long the Cloud of Darkness made the time stop. Because, of course, the floating continent was the only thing that was saved, but that was kind of what Desh was meant to do. But, of course, Medusa was sent to try and make the floating continent come crashing down, which would kind of finish the world off, and then there'd be nowhere left to be saved from the Cloud of Darkness. So it's actually a pretty clever plot that I never really went into detail on as a kid, and I never mentioned in the other playthrough, but of course that's what this is about. You know, the Final Fantasy III story is a bit more in depth than I thought, if you think about it. Level 6 magic, Kupo. So I've got Revive, I've got Curaga, but I need Haste, Stoner, and Eroga. I've got Bio and Warp. I need to sell to get to 30k. No longer need another. No longer need that. Definitely don't need that shot. There we go. Now I can... hang on. So I've got them. Roga, Stoner, and Haste. So of course, back when I used to play this for the first time, I never really used Protect, Haste, all that stuff, and of course, well, if anybody has played any of the PlayStation ones, especially 7, you'll know how good and important Protect, Haste and all that stuff can be, but of course, from Final Fantasy IV onwards, it'll be something used a lot. Of course, I used... well, I didn't really use it in FF2, I used it in FF1, well, Temper mostly, along with Haste. But yeah, Haste is very, very, very useful. I think, yeah, that is it for now. And there's only one level 5 black magic I really need. And we've got all of that stuff. So there we go. Lady Uni is asleep in the shrine south of Saronia, protecting the world of Dream, Kupo. You can call Fat Chocobo in the hall to the right. Use Guys or Greens on the unlit candle, Kupo. I'm not going to do that though, because I don't need the Fat Chocobo. The Cave of the Circle is connected to the world of darkness, so the cave is filled with monsters from that world, Kupo. Master Doga, are you going to the Cave of the Circle? That place is dangerous, Kupo. Don't go, Kupo. You have to worry about Doga, he's fine. The magic water in that pot over there will restore your magic power and health, Kupo. Use the magic book on the table to revive any of your party members, Kupo. Whoosh. Look at the dissolution, 29, 10, 7, 5, 1. There's a reason why I've gone mini, it's because you need to be mini. I'm going to save it before I enter the cave, just because I have done a pretty decent shop. But here we go. This dungeon isn't long. Quickly get through it and then bonk. Because when I played the original, I noticed how much different the original dungeon is to this. This one's quite linear. They made it was quite mazy in the original. No, defend. Need to back rank him. Anyway, yeah, Bovian, of course, a type of Minotaur. Well, there we go. Big boy experience. Let's go. Whoosh. Yeah, Doga hasn't told us why we're here, but well, you'll find out at the end. Bum 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 bum. The demon horse, not quite nightmares yet. Oof. But yeah, they haven't necessarily got a ridiculous amount of health because you can only use magic in this dungeon. So, there we go. It is an easy dungeon though. I mean, of course I am doing it rather low level. But that is of no bother. Potion seller. I'll stop anyway, let's go. Well, that was a bad idea, wasn't it? That was also a bad idea, wasn't it? And the ice works well on these twats. There we go. I can't use Fire Arga though, but because fire can also work well. But that'll do, donkey, that'll do. Big boy experience. Yeah, really don't take that long to level up because of the level I'm on. But it makes it more challenging if I don't grind. I mean, to be fair, I was like, oh, I haven't had to grind, but I probably will for Garuda, but I managed to do it without, so there we go. We must hurry, my time has almost come. I will cast a spell on your ship so that it may travel underwater. Zahapido Muwu Kane. The Nautilus can now travel underwater. Head south from Saronia. The Temple of Time lies between the pillars of Cape Twinhorn. In the temple is where you will find Noah's loot. What does Noah's loot do? It is a magic loot whose timber will reach even into the world of Dream. You must use it to call Uni back from the world of Dream. I will now use the circle to enter the rift between dimensions and find the key to Rika. Your task is to wake Uni and obtain the ancient ship known as the Invincible. So there aren't actually that many dungeons left within the game. Nearly half of what is left are bonus dungeons. There's about 11 or 12 dungeons left. That's probably more than I've done within the game itself so far. And maybe not. But a few of them are quick, some of them are not quick. End game. Anyway, you must hurry now. I will teleport you outside. Give my regards to Uni. Farewell, warriors of the light. We will meet again. Bum ba ba dum bum 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 bum. So there is a Dogus Village that I can now enter, but I did not mean to guard, but whatever. I'm going to heal up and I'm going to wait right on top of the sunken cave. He's really weak in terms of attack. But hey ho. He just needs a higher job level. To be fair, I haven't actually done that many battles, so I'm not surprised. There's Dogus Village. As I said, I can go to now, but you get level 7 magic, and I really do not have the gil for that at the moment. Just organised whatever's below me on the inventory list. I ain't gonna go underwater today yet either, because I want to keep you in suspense. As to the beautiful theme that's down there. So probably the first minute or two. Tomorrow I will not even be entering the sunken shrine / sunken cave. Because I was just listening to that banger. But anyway, let's go. Do 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 do. Let's go. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Let's say that marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of Final Fantasy III within the Final Fantasy Marathon. So thank you for watching this episode, and in the next episode I will be going through the first bonus dungeon in the game that I'll be doing, the Sunken Cave, where there'll be some pretty decent loot to obtain, And after that, I will be going to the Temple of Time in order to get Noah's loot, which would be able to awaken Uni from the dream world. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.